What's going on, guys? This is Pokemon Mystery Mail Day number 57. We got a short one here. I'm going to make it short and sweet. We've only got 3 items, so I'm going to open these up real quickly. Okay, so first things first. Tyler, thank you, Tyler. She's got a Charmander. She's already catching Pokemon. That's how we raise them. Alright, so nothing extra in there. Came in a nice top loader. Condition looks good. We've got a Yu-Gi-Oh card here, and it is none other than the Starter Deck Joey Red Eyes Black Dragon. I picked this up for about $10. It might have been a little overpriced, probably worth about $7 or $5 maybe even. But I think the Yu-Gi-Oh market is extremely undervalued right now, and I decided that I would start to build a little bit of a position. Also, as some of you may already know, Yu-Gi-Oh was my first love for a TCG. But I had all of my Yu-Gi-Oh childhood collection, and I didn't find my Pokemon collection, so I kind of went crazy trying to recollect everything. Wow, that holo is beautiful. The external light is catching that great right there. Wow. Wow. What do you think? Wow, what do you think of the Red Eyes Black Dragon? Bah. There you guys have it. It's bah. Okay, let's get into the next thing here. We've got our trusty Husky, and guys, we've got baby Aspen in the room. She just woke up from her nap, so she may be doing some stuff with us in here. Don't mind her. Okay, we're opening one up. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, girl? What's it gonna be? What do we have? What do we have? Okay, we're getting this open. We're getting this open. Ow! Look at this. We got a stack of cards here. Chase, thank you, Chase. I'll be sure to leave a review. There wasn't an eBay store on there. Yeah, no eBay store on there, so I couldn't give a shout out for the eBay store. But if you want, you can leave a link for your eBay store below in the comment section. All right, so let's get into it. Very, very special today. Very special. They did not use Scotch tape. They used a masking tape here. Yes. Yes, exactly, girl. They did not use Scotch tape, so it's very easy to get this tape off. Guys, you should always use a masking tape if you're going to tape together a bunch of cards the way they did. I did tell them that this was going to be on a YouTube channel, so if they wanted to add any extra cards, they could. I don't know if there are any extra cards here still, but we're just going to try. I'm trying to get all this tape off, guys. Just bear with me here. Because I can't show you guys the cards until I get all the tape off. Okay. I know. We're taking forever here. All right, we got 1. We got 2. We're getting these. We got 3 more cards that we got to get the tape off of. And then we're rocking and rolling, guys. All right, let's get this off. Aspen and Dee have left the room. Okay, we've got some. Okay. These top loaders. Some of them already had tape on them, actually, so some of them were reused, it looks like, which is all good. I'm going to probably reuse them all again. I might put them in new top loaders because these, well, no, these actually look pretty new. But one of them already had tape on it. All right, let's go. This is pretty funny. So there's a card in here for Cardinal Gaming, which if you guys haven't, Cardinal Gaming is, I've definitely seen them on YouTube. So this person actually recently probably reused this top loader and got this from Cardinal Gaming. I'm gonna have to put all these in new top loaders, but let's get into it. Man, this looks really good. Some of these look absolutely phenomenal, guys. Really major pickup here, at least for me personally. For $33, we picked up the Exodia, the Forbidden One set, the full set. We picked up the full set. We've got the arms right here, the right arm, the left arm. We've got Exodia, we've got the left leg and the right leg. Here you have it, guys. We have all 5 pieces of Exodia. I do have these from the Legendary Decks collection, guys. If you haven't, it's an insanely good value in my opinion. Legendary Decks, there's a version 1, a version 2, maybe a version 3. I have version 1 and version 2. I also got a Joey's World Legendary Collection box. I thought all of those were a lot of fun, but I highly recommend the version 1 Legendary Collection box. I had no idea, but there's actually a first edition variant of that box that goes for astronomically more. It goes for about $200 for the first edition Legendary Deck collection for the Yu-Gi decks. In that collection, you get an updated reprint version of the pieces of Exodia. You get the Battle City version deck. And you also get, I'm trying to think the other themed deck that you get. Either way, it's a fantastic collection. And then in Legendary Collection Decks 2, you get a Kaiba deck, Joey deck, and a Yugi deck. Those are all phenomenal as well. But I would say that the Legendary Deck Collection version 1 is the best. Hands down, you get 3 types of decks. You get the Magnet Warriors, you get Exodia the Forbidden One. I'm sure I'm forgetting something right now. I'm pretty sure you get a Dark Magician Girl, but I'm not entirely sure on that. I'll have to look through my collection actually. I think here shortly I am going to embark on doing shelving on the other side of the room, or maybe just stacking up a bin full of the Yu-Gi-Oh booster boxes and tins. I actually want to do exactly what I've done here with Pokemon, but I want to do it with Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that. There's no space left in the room. I will probably put my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in bins. Right now I have a small corner where my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is up here. At the time I was happy with my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and I really didn't have any Pokemon stuff, so I kind of went crazy, as you guys can see. But I think I will actually end up doing shelving on the opposite side of the room, and then I can actually do different video themes where one background is the Pokemon stuff and the other background is all the Yu-Gi-Oh booster boxes opened up, and then some packs on display. Maybe a sealed box of something like some Legend of Blue Eyes or something like that sealed. That would be sick. I'm not really interested in the modern Yu-Gi-Oh, but like Ghosts of the Past, for instance. Ghosts of the Past, I would have really liked to collect that set, just for collecting. I was into playing Yu-Gi-Oh, so I didn't really see the value of buying cards just to collect. The way I am with Pokemon, I play with the older decks occasionally, but I really just like collecting the cards more. With Yu-Gi-Oh, it was more about the playability and the functionality of the cards. But then I realized, you know what? No, Yu-Gi-Oh is just as collectible. There is no reason why Yu-Gi-Oh prices can't see the same highs that all this Pokemon stuff sees. I mean, an empty Yu-Gi-Oh booster box goes for like $20. You can't get an empty Pokemon booster box for less than like $80 if it's in good shape. If it's kind of battered and beat up, maybe you can get it for $20 or $30. But it's like that. The singles, the really valuable singles in Yu-Gi-Oh are way cheaper than the valuable singles in Pokemon. The booster packs are more affordable. The sealed booster boxes are more affordable. Everything in Yu-Gi-Oh is way undervalued in comparison to Pokemon. And I think this is just a great way to get started into overviewing some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, just because these artworks are phenomenal. The holo print on these guys is phenomenal. We've got our, and I'm going to go into more in depth the cards conditions here that I got, because $33, guys, this is 5 cards for $33. I paid on average $6.50 for each of these pieces of Exodia. That's kind of a big deal, guys. Not to mention that these aren't reprints. I don't think any of them are. Whew. Yeah, well, no, they are reprints. They're the unlimited versions, but still, guys, these are not from any kind of collection box reprint. They are not the non-holos. These are the holo Legend of Blue Eyes Exodia set right here. I mean, this is what you want. The only thing that could top this is literally like the DDS Exodia which comes from Dark Duel Stories, DDS Exodia, DDS anything. I actually found out in my collection I have 2 DDS cards. I have an Acid Trap Hole and I have a Ciaryu, which is pretty cool because I had no knowledge of all this stuff. I think Pokemon collecting all this stuff actually prepared me to be a much more avid, specialized, expert collector with collectibles in general. And knowing how to use eBay and knowing how to use the sold listings and look at the bidders and see what their feedback is. Like, if someone's upbidding me twice what I'm willing to pay and I see they have no feedback, they're probably an inexperienced collector or a new person in the hobby. So I shouldn't try and be competitive with someone that doesn't know the value of this stuff. But anyways, the value of anything is what someone's willing to pay for it. So that's kind of subjective. But anyways, let's go over... Yeah, if these were first edition, that would be the only way to top it off. But $33 for all the Exodia pieces, epic. The only thing I could do differently here is sleeve them in some fresh card sleeves, which I'm not sure. I have more sleeves on the way. I think I'm out of sleeves currently. But anyways, guys, let's look at this Exodia here. This guy is absolutely phenomenal. I'm trying to get the best lighting. Trying to see the best lighting here. Once you guys, there we go. You're seeing the best layout for that, the best display for that that holo. That's beautiful, guys. That's really, really gorgeous. I'm so happy with this card. I cannot wait to leave a good review. These cards have some dings. I think they have some creases. I really don't care. They're very surface crease oriented. I'm not too worried about it overall. Guys, this is sick. I swear that this Exodia, the Forbidden One, had some bad creasing on it, but it doesn't. It has one tiny little crease in the corner, and that's literally it. And I doubt I'm even going to be able to check it on camera. You guys, yeah, so you can see that. The light is hitting that right. That's the tiny crease I'm talking about. This Legend of Blue Eyes Exodia has a tiny little crease right there, and that's it. Otherwise, this thing is beautiful, a really, really prime example of this card. I know that as far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes, you really want to collect near mint or mint items. This is not the type of stuff that I would recommend for people to invest in. Stuff that has creases or any kind of wear. It's not really the best stuff to invest in. I think this Red Eyes Black Dragon is a perfect example of a card that is near mint and in great condition. I think it has a lot of potential to go up in value and to be graded down the road. Any of these starter deck cards, super simple. If you don't know where to start with the starter decks. That's where I started. Yugi deck, Kaiba deck, Joey deck, Pegasus deck. And if you don't want to buy the decks, just buy the starter deck cards themselves. Relinquished from Pegasus is very cheap. I wouldn't put money into it. I just don't think it's as iconic, and he was an evil character, so I don't know, do you? Joey deck, Red Eyes Black Dragon is super iconic to me. I know it trends cheaper than Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, but I think it's almost a better looking card overall. I really wish that they would have increased the attack on Red Eyes Black Dragon to maybe be more like 2,700 or 2,800. I think 2,400 was just a little bit low, and it set a precedent. I mean, out the gate, the Dark Magician was stronger, and then you had the Blue Eyes, which was stronger than both of them. They really should have been more balanced, in my opinion, but that's, very opinion-based. Okay, so let's look at the right arm of the Forbidden One. I don't see anything on here, guys. I literally don't see anything here. This thing is beautiful. This thing is freaking gorgeous. Legend of Blue Eyes, $6. If I saw this at a garage sale for $6 or any kind of hobby shop for $6, I would buy it so freaking fast, guys. I saw an entire set, I think, up for sale for $130 and no one even touched it. And I think there were a couple creases in those cards too. I picked this whole set up for $33. I mean, the value here is insane, even if a couple of these have creases. That card looked totally clean. I'm honestly thinking that she may have even, the seller, whoever it is, I'm thinking they maybe even potentially swapped out a couple cards with cleaner versions. Okay, so this one you guys should be able to see. I'm going to put the light on it. You can see a tiny, teeny, tiny crease that's going through here on the back side, but it does not show on the front side at all. It says MP on this. I don't know if that was just the sleeve, because this card is not moderately played. This card is a lightly played card, if anything. It has a tiny surface crease and it's on the back. It's not showing through the front. This card is absolutely beautiful. Left arm of the Forbidden One. I am so excited to be sleeving these guys. New sleeves, new top loaders. Okay, so this right leg of the Forbidden One has a visible crease right on this corner. Let's see if we can show you guys that. You should be able to see it. The lighting should just faintly show a line. Right here, you should see that line. That is our tiny little crease right there. Showing the card from the front, and maybe at this angle, you probably can't even see it. It is still an absolutely gorgeous card. Again, there's 5 cards, so if the first couple cards look really good, I'm obviously not going to care that much if one card has a surface crease on the front. Also, when I put these in clear sleeves and new top loaders, they are going to look phenomenal. I may even just put these in magnetic cases, just because this is a really cool thing to have. Back in the day, this is something that I would definitely have to have in my collection. All right, so we have one more card here, the left leg of the Forbidden One. I figured all of them would have some kind of creasing, but I don't think we have any kind of creasing on this one. We have okay, so this has some kind of damage on it. It says some kind of damage on it. I almost made it worse. I didn't know if that was something on it or what. So this one actually has damage going through the card. So there's a little ding right there. This is definitely not the ideal thing you would want to invest in. It's got the ding. It goes all the way through the card. You can just faintly see a dot right there. Still, really not very noticeable. I could easily, I think, sell this set again right now if I just clean the cards up a little bit and put them in new sleeves, fresh sleeves, new top loaders. I think for this set, I think I could probably get, trying to make this look nice before I flip it around. I think for this set, completed, I could get probably $100 easily, even with some of the play on some of the cards being more pronounced than the others. I just think that that was a really undervalued auction, and I think that's because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just undervalued in general. I just got all 5 pieces of Exodia from Legend of Blue Eyes for $30. I mean, 33, but all right, guys. Let's get into our next thing. Now, I know those were Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's Pokemon Mystery Mail Day, so better be a Pokemon card right here. I do let everyone know this will be opened up on YouTube, so it looks like this person went above and beyond making sure this card got to me in the best shape possible. All right. Doesn't look like there's anything extra here. Nope. Just this single card, which is perfect because I have another Lava Theme Deck box. This will be going in. Man, this card is super clean. Let's just take it out. It is, of course, a Pokemon card. It's super clean. There's some surface dirt on it, which is like the only thing. Not even gonna try and pick that off, but here you go. We have a non-holo Charizard. A lot of people, when they see or hear Charizard, they expect the holo foil base set, first edition, or base 2. No one ever expects, or the Legendary Collection reverse foil. No one expects the non-holo from Legendary Collection. In terms of Charizards and Pokemon, This is super underrated. This card is super underrated. It is the exact same artwork. It is not a holo, but it's very underrated and still a very valuable rare card in my opinion. Is that some kind of light surface crease? Yeah, there's some light surface crease there and a little bit of warp going on. This is it's really a nice example, but it's definitely the lesser of the examples that I have. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's a crease right here up top, tiny little surface crease, which looks like a little bit of warping on top of that through the middle of the card. But that's being very critical. Otherwise, this card is in fantastic condition. It looks beautiful, guys. This will be going in my lava theme deck. I replaced my other theme decks with nicer versions, so I will be doing the same thing with this lava theme deck. This lava theme deck, actually, I took the Charizard from this one, alternated it in another one. So I have 2 lava theme decks that are completed now and looking very minty fresh. No, they're not sealed, but I'm not going to spend $2,000 on a sealed lava theme deck. I'm just not at that level yet, and I can't do it. I do know someone that spent $1,700 on a sealed version of this. Doc Nostalgia, I still remember you as being like, there's this collector, Doc Nostalgia, on eBay. Check him out. Tell him Orion sent you. He's the one who kind of got me really, really back into Pokemon and kind of inspired me. Anyways, he was one of the first people that I met that I knew had bought one of these and paid $1,780, I believe. I was actually bidding on the same auction, but once it hit like $1,600, I was like, I'm out. I can't do this. Anyways, I have 2 of these completed, and I'm looking to complete this one. This one will be missing a couple cards, so I'll probably have to order those in. Might not even do a video on it. But anyways, guys, just wanted to talk about this non-holo Legendary Collection Charizard. It is really an underrated, valuable card, especially if you want to collect Charizards and build a Charizard collection. Honestly, these non-holo versions are sick, and they are trending less than a third or a half of the price of a holographic one. And I understand the rarity of the holographics, there's going to be more value there, but this is still a very nice card and a great way to get into vintage Charizard collection. So yeah, that goes with our lava theme deck. The centering is phenomenal. There is, you can see it against my black shirt, there is some edge wear, very little. There's more prominent at the top, but that crease on the front means that this card is definitely going to be going in another one of my theme decks, and will probably be a theme deck that I sell. I will probably put that up on Mercari once it's completed. I don't know yet though, so don't quote me on that. For now, we're going to put this guy back in a sleeve and then put it in that deck. Thank you guys for checking out the video. I know it was a Pokemon Mystery Day and we talked more about Yu-Gi-Oh! But I do want to mix the 2 TCGs more. I don't think I will be going over modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless they have a really cool set that comes out that's reminiscent of the older cards. But I will be talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon in unison. Anyways, guys, peace out. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourself. Deuce, deuce.